EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers under the lights on Thursday night.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gautin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So the Packers make their way out for the first time, and it's Jordan Love that has the keys to the car here in his 5th season as a pro and 2nd as a starter.
And Love established himself as a legitimate franchise quarterback a season ago. And let's not forget, he had to exhibit a lot of patience waiting for his opportunity to become the man. And once he got that chance, he hit the ground running. The question now from the rest of the league, can he sustain that success? The Packers certainly believe he will.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Back to the running game with Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jaden Reed, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Well, the Dolphins head out, led by the NFL's leading passer in 2023. Now in his 5th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
And he's coming off a great season where he put up career highs in yards and touchdowns, while also leading one of the most prolific scoring offenses in the NFL. The number one thing he did last season, though, staying healthy. When he's on the field, Miami can roll.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Second down and a yard. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Play action, now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 29 yards. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front. Because
rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. To the sideline and incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
From midfield, here's Tua. It's Hill, complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. In motion, Hill. On play action, here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, you only get a 1 yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Tua going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. They fake the handoff. Now Tua steps away. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Here is 3rd and 5. Now Tua. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Here's Tua. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Toss right side. Achane with it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. In motion, Hill. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves.
And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
In motion, Hill. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Lucas Van Ness getting 3 there to bring him down. He'll look to throw. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a 1st down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. The kick by McManus is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 6. A run straight ahead with Achane. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw caught by Achane. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Love. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Packers. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
McManus's point after is good, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here is third and quite a ways. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On play action, here's Tua. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Play fake. Here's Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And a solid run down inside the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Tua going to throw. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Short throw to Smith. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now. They're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Tua. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So Tua and the Dolphins down 20-17. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Up the middle, Achane. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Throwing Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Tua. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Tua. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This could potentially send us to overtime. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here comes 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Love. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Dolphins who are going to get the football first here as we are back underway now in overtime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Opening drive of overtime. Both teams will get a possession, barring a defensive score. Here's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one. And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now remember, again, a touchdown wouldn't win it just yet, but it can give him a big leg up. It's 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
What can Love do in the OT? And oh my gracious, if he could have just clutched that and fallen to the ground, it's an overtime victory, but instead we keep going. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here.